you guys saw it. We had a control, a couple of mistakes at the net. We needed a couple of composure plays. We didn't get them. I'm sure that some of the guys feel bad, and we did a lot of good things. 4-1 lead.
You guys have been pretty good in a lot of 6-on-5 situations this year. Is it a composure thing, as you allude to, or what does it take to salt games away in those sorts of moments?
Got to protect the guts of the ice. We had a couple of guys didn't get. If we get to the middle, the puck gets pushed away, but we didn't. You know, the guts of the ice was wide open, and they get a rebound goal. Can't happen.
You mentioned the guts of the ice. Can you take me through their third goal? I think the Juleson play out of the corner to Soucy, which winds up in your net, and whether you see it as one of those types of plays.
Yeah, it's an execution play. It's a breakout. You know, hit the pocket or whatever. Even when we made the mistake, same thing. I think Seuss had it instead of. It's got to be a hard play wherever he does, and he kind of flipped it, kind of knocked it down. I mean, these are execution plays. I mean, I'm sure the guys are upset and pissed about it. You know, you have to execute.
I'm sure it would have been a different feeling when you were 4-1 and doing it without two of your best players. You know, how much does this hurt the other way? This isn't a regular loss in terms of how it got away.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, doing 4-1 game, you're feeling good about yourself, and then obviously, bing bang, you know, 3 plays, 4 plays, or whatever how you want to say it. Their execution. You know, we have a 3-on-1 at the end. We don't it's just their execution plays. So we can't throw everything out in the water because I thought that for the most part the team played well.
I was going to say, like, you had 55 minutes essentially of quality play without two of your best players.
Yeah.
Did you like how, especially like a guy like Carson Soucy stepping up and providing some offense with a nice assist? Did you like how they stepped up in their absence through most of the game?
Yeah, I don't think they had, like, I don't know how many shots, 17, 16 with about 8 minutes. We were in good control. Like I said, I don't know if it's the 3 days off. I don't know, but we were good till that point. In that 5 minutes, you know, you can look at every goal that we had the puck where we could have executed a play. Even we had the puck twice with the empty net. I thought a couple guys could have skated with a little bit longer than throw in the middle. They're just execution plays.
Is there an element where maybe you're missing a little bit of the calming influence of Quinn Hughes as your captain, or even a calm guy like Elias Pettersson on the bench in those last 5 minutes to kind of settle things down?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get guys playing more minutes now. And like I said to you guys at the start of the day, it's opportunity. So, you know, guys that maybe might be out there the last 2-3 minutes are getting an opportunity. So you're looking for players to embrace that.
You just said you don't know if it was 3 days off. Do you mean in the sense of just setting the rhythm off, or what do you mean by that?
Well, I don't know. When you look at execution, we were pretty good for 55 minutes, and all of a sudden there was like 4 not execution plays in a row on the goals. We needed, you know, like you said, somebody, you know, calm the waters down a little bit.
The one that goes in off Juleson's behind, was that just bad luck? Did that set your guys?
Well, he's got to box out Sprong, and if not, he's got to get out of the blue. Bad things happen when a defense just stays in the crease. You got to get out, whether you box. But he should have boxed out earlier. He just stayed in the blue, and that's what happens when you throw pucks on net.
Do you have an explanation for your overtime record as a whole? I know you're focused on each game, but collectively now it's pretty bad. What do you think is going on at 3-on-3?
Execution. Executing plays, and then defending properly.
Do you worry that, you know, with these points adding up, that they make a difference at the end of the year, that maybe it feels like...
Yeah, this one slipped away. These ones hurt, but you gotta, you know, we gotta come back to more of a good practice. That's just the way the world is, you know. We have to pick some guys up. I'm sure a couple of individuals don't feel good about themselves, but we got to make sure they got energy tomorrow and be ready for the next game.
What about Demko? Obviously, a lot of other things you refer to execution, but sometimes you also just need a save. Do you feel like he's where he needed to be tonight?
Yeah, we had a 4-1 lead. Scramble goals off of guys, you know, off our defensemen. You know, the other one, you know, scrambling if we protect the guts of the ice. No, he was fine. You know, Demmer's the least of our problems.
Rick, I know you went through this morning, but can you say what is the issue with Hughes and Pettersson? Any idea how long they might be out?
I don't know. I haven't talked to the dogs. Game day. I don't know about the evaluation. Probably talk to them tomorrow. Get more of an update.
Okay, so right now, no, it's day to day.
As of now, yeah, I'd safe to say that.
You loaded your top lineup, you got 3 goals. I pointed out to Jake DeBrusk, he said, but yeah, we still lost. I mean, what do you make of your top line's performance tonight?
Yeah, that's why I put them together. You know, Bess has been hot lately, so that's good, contributing. So, yeah, that's a good sign. You're getting some production from the top line. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's it's pretty devastating. We should never be losing that game, let alone letting it get to overtime. But it just goes to show, there's a couple bad bounces, and resilient team over there. Obviously, you got to give them credit. But it just reinforces the focus we have to have, no matter what the score is. But in saying that, we have to stick together in here as a team. We're all going through it together, and there's different parts. There's different parts of the game that they didn't score on that they could have. But anytime that we have a 2-goal lead there late, that's got to be automatic, and that's what we're pushing for, obviously.
How frustrating is that as well, in light of the fact that you guys played a pretty good 55 minutes without 2 of your top players in the lineup?
Yeah, I thought the guys, were prepared for the game, and I thought that we did our, game plan that, there are a couple things, but for the most part, like you said, decent, but it's hard to say anything good after it ends like that. So, you just kind of move on from that, but in saying that, take the lessons of how this feels and make sure it never happens again.
Emotionally, though, I mean, how difficult is it, given what you guys have been through? There's been a lot of adversity this season to not be able to close that out. Is it, bigger than a regular loss on some levels?
It might feel like that from the outside, but in saying that, I think it's one of those things where we obviously have lots of pride in our games, and when things don't go right or when there's mistakes and breakdowns and things like that, guys feel it. They wear it on their sleeve in this room, and that's why we've been able to deal with adversities, because guys obviously care and are proud. But those are all nice things to say. At this point, it's pretty much a sprint till the 4 nations, and we need all the points we can get, especially in our division. In terms of how it feels, it just doesn't necessarily feel like a normal loss. But in saying that, it's not dire. We got a game in I think 2 days, and if we don't regroup quickly, it's one of those things where this league doesn't wait for anybody.